There was a time when it felt like you couldn't escape the music, like every time you opened your phone, got on a game, or scrolled for a few seconds. There was something new waiting for you, another snippet, another drop, another moment that had everybody talking at the same time. It didn't feel planned out or perfectly calculated like how a lot of artists move now. It just kept happening naturally, like the momentum never slowed down and there was always something around the corner. Fans weren't just listening either, they were locked in, catching every preview, every live, every snippet the second it surfaced, and turning it into a moment. And that's really what made this era different, because it wasn't built off just big album rollouts, it was built off consistency, off always being present, off making people feel like they were part of everything in real time. And to keep it real, a lot of it was just singles and snippets, not even full projects back to back like that. And even with him getting locked up and things slowing down a little, the energy didn't disappear like it normally would for other artists. It still felt alive, like people were still tuned in no matter what. That's real love. And when you really look back at it now, that's when you realize how crazy that run actually was. Not just during 2021, but 2022 as well. This was a time where he wasn't just consistent, he was dominating attention, to the point where he even surpassed Drake on the charts with that album Sincerely Kentrell, which is something not many artists can say they've done. That alone shows how locked in people were, because it wasn't just about dropping music, it was about how much people were actually listening and supporting everything he put out. And then in 2021 we had Sincerely Kentrell, which made the moment even bigger, because fans have been hearing so many snippets before it dropped, waiting for certain songs to finally be released. And when they actually made it onto the album, it just made everything hit harder. It felt like the fans were part of the process, like they had been waiting on these songs and finally got them. And for me personally, that album had no skips. Every song felt like it had its place. And it was one of those projects you could just let play all the way through without even thinking about changing it. Songs like Still Waiting stood out heavy, especially knowing it was made while he was locked up, which just adds a whole different feeling to it. Then you got Baddest Thing, which people already knew from the snippet. So when it finally dropped, it hit exactly how everyone expected. Break or Make Me is another one that really shows that emotional side, and the song I Can't Take It Back just adds to that overall vibe of the album. It's like every track brought something different but still fit the same energy at the same time. And even the songs that might be my least favorite, like My Killer or Rich Shit, but I'm not saying they're bad at all. They're just the ones I personally go back to the least, which really says a lot about the project overall, because even the least favorites are still solid. I still bump them too, and that's really what made that era stand out so much, because it wasn't just about numbers or one big moment. It was about consistency, connection, and timing all coming together at once. It felt like everything was happening in real time and you didn't want to miss it. And now when you look back, you start to realize that kind of run doesn't happen often. Not every artist can keep that level of attention, not every era can feel that alive for that long. And not every moment sticks with people the way that one did. That's why people still go back to it now, because it wasn't just music. It was a feeling, and once it passed, it became something you can't fully recreate no matter how much you try. Sincerely Kentrell is now my favorite YoungBoy album and era, and 2021 of YoungBoy was for real different. But that shit is really nostalgic now, for real. But anyways, Flex was too tired to talk over this video and decided to use AI. That sounds like him. But this still is his opinion, even with the use of AI. But make sure to like and subscribe and comment if you agree or if have any other video ideas for me to make, cause I'm all out. But anyways, thanks for watching. Stay great and stay slime. This was a short video, but I was bored, so this idea just came for real. But thanks once again.
Oh, smoke out the pound, got Glocks and Drakes. You run in here, Glocks and Drakes. See the one day, yeah, bring over my way. Niggas shouldn't come, I already know I top play Thursday, Porter late. What? Nigga, you down on Friday. Nigga, you down the highway. Huh? Nigga, you could die from a side play. Oh, so they gotta catch that 9 ways and 1,000,001 for the... Don't turn me down.